I was shocked and terrified. Dev, the little boy I had come to Palampa to take care of in that lonely mansion, had been behaving stranger with each passing day. The two spirits I had seen from the very first day had also been seen by Dev. The most shocking part was that Mrs. Boller, the mansion's caretaker, could not see either of them. Mrs. Boller, you're right. A spirit needs a body to possess. But why Dev? There are two spirits, yet only one little innocent child. I don't know, she replied. But I can say one thing for sure, Anu and Purim were both deeply attached to Dev. Could that be the reason Anu is still wandering here even after death? After Mr. and Mrs. Bader died, she was the one who took care of Dev. Anu was a beautiful girl. She loved Dev dearly. But from the very beginning, Purim had his eyes on her. He was very close to Mr. Bader and worked as the caretaker of this mansion. Mrs. Boller explained that Anu and Purim were secretly involved in a relationship. Despite being educated and sensible, Anu had fallen deeply in love with him. They had crossed every boundary, and Mrs. Boller had even caught them together in the master bedroom once. But you said Dev spent all his time with Purim. Yes, Mrs. Boller answered. Purim always kept Dev with him. I warned Anu many times, but she insisted that Dev wasn't her responsibility. She told me to mind my own business. Children may be innocent, but they never forget what they see. Didn't you ever think that this could be one of the reasons Dev was expelled from school? Maybe he knew far more than a child his age should. I never thought that deeply. Besides, Purim controlled everything in this mansion. Dev never spoke about either of them. Whenever anyone mentioned them, he would immediately change the subject. Not even after Purim died. Never mention Purim in front of Dev, Mrs. Boller said nervously. It reminds him of that horrible day. What happened that day? Purim died after falling from the house near the lake. The police said he had been drinking and probably lost his balance. He suffered a severe head injury. The same lake where I saw Anu's spirit twice. Mrs. Boller nodded. I understand now, I whispered. The spirits want to take Dev with them. No, child, don't say such things. Please don't stop. Was Dev here when Purim died? Yes. Dev was home. In fact, he was the first person to find Purim's body. A disturbing thought crossed my mind. So Dev has been hiding something all along. Mrs. Boller begged me to stop thinking about it. Come with me to the Gurudwara tomorrow. Only God can show us the right path now. That night I couldn't sleep. First Dev had witnessed the deaths of his parents, then he had discovered Purim's body. How much pain was hidden inside that little boy. I decided I would talk to him the next day. The following morning we visited the Gurudwara. Unlike the silent, haunted mansion, the place was peaceful and full of life. Stay here with Dev, Mrs. Boller said. I'll go do some seva. As Dev sat quietly with his eyes closed, I noticed Mrs. Boller speaking to a man behind one of the pillars. As soon as he saw me approaching, he ran away. Who was that? I asked. No one, just someone from my village. Then why did he run the moment he saw me? What are you hiding? I'll tell you everything once we get home. This isn't the right place. The moment we returned to the mansion, I confronted her again. She took a deep breath. That man was the mansion's old security guard. He left shortly after Purim died. Today he told me something that gave me goosebumps. What did he say? He said, Anu didn't die outside. She died inside this mansion. I stared at her in disbelief. But you told me she had gone back home. That's what Mr. Bader told me. He said she died after returning to her village. Then why would he lie? The guard said Mr. Bader was terrified. He bribed the police to bury the case. Since Anu was an orphan with no family, no one questioned her disappearance. But why? There had already been enough scandal after Purim's death. Mr. Bader wanted to protect his reputation. Did Anu commit suicide? That's what I believed. But the guard said he resigned because he saw something that night that frightened him. What did he see? He was patrolling outside the mansion when he stopped for a smoke. Looking up, he saw Anu standing on the rooftop. Before he could react, two hands appeared behind her and pushed her. She fell to her death instantly. A chill ran down my spine. If the guard was outside and Mr. Bader was downstairs reading files, then who pushed her? I don't know. The guard wanted to say more, but he was too scared. It was as if revealing the truth would put his life in danger. What if it wasn't an adult? I whispered. What if it was a child? Mrs. Boller looked horrified. I'm afraid of the same thing. I remembered that Dev had been the first to find Purim's body. Could Dev have been involved in Purim's death too? The idea seemed impossible. A 10-year-old child, how could he do something like that? Then another thought struck me. If Anu died here, then her belongings must still be somewhere in the mansion. Mrs. Boller remembered that after her death, Mr. Beatty had stored all of Anu's belongings in the upstairs storeroom. We searched through the dusty room filled with old bags and boxes. Most of it was just clothes. Then I noticed a small electronic device hidden beneath a pile of fabric. It looks like a recorder. Mrs. Boller recognized it immediately. Yes. Anu always carried it. We took it downstairs, but the battery was dead, so I charged it in my room. When it finally turned on, I found dozens of recordings, one for almost every day, like a personal audio diary. I pressed play. January 11th. Today Purim proposed to me with a beautiful music box. He said it would remind me forever that I could never belong to anyone else. It was so romantic. I frowned. Romantic or frightening? January 13th. Mrs. Boller didn't like me keeping Dev around Purim, but I ignored her. If I had agreed with her, Purim would have become angry. Honestly, Dev spends more time with Purim than with me. I don't know why Purim wants to be with him all the time. January 17th. Today Purim crossed every limit. He tried teaching Dev how to smoke. When I stopped him, he became furious. Later that night, while drunk, he admitted something unbelievable. He wants revenge on Mr. Bader for humiliating him in front of everyone, and he plans to destroy Dev's life to do it. I won't let him use that innocent child for his revenge. So Purim had sinister intentions all along. January 25th. 2 days ago, Purim died. Nothing feels right without him. I warned him so many times to stop drinking. Mr. Bader returned yesterday. Dev didn't speak to anyone for 2 days. I thought he was grieving for Purim. But today something happened. I was sitting with Purim's music box when Dev came to me, hugged me tightly, and started crying. I thought he missed Purim. But then he whispered, "I'm sorry, Dee. I didn't do it on purpose." What Dev told me next is almost impossible to believe. I know Dev would never lie to me. The recording ended. That was the final file. I stared at the silent recorder. What had Dev confessed to Anu? Whatever the truth was, only Dev knew the rest of the story.